Good morning, beloveds. Oop. Okay, I'm going to take my camera down and show you Hayes, because I don't think you guys have ever seen Hayes. Where are you? There you are. So, Hayes is all my cats are rescues. And Hayes, in particular, came from the water company when we went to do the paperwork to switch the when we bought the house. Hayes, we showed up at the water company and they had a sign on the door because we were going to transfer the account into our name, and there's a sign on the door going, "Found 2 kittens, please take them home," and we did. Well, we took one of them, and that's Hayes. So we know nothing about him, but at his largest size, he got up to 21 pounds. So, and he's tall. So if he's part Maine Coon. Unfortunately, he does have a thyroid condition now. So he's down to, he should be about 17 pounds and he weighs about 11 and a half now. And my vet is not sure he'll ever gain weight. And he's 16. So he's had a good long life, and we're managing the thyroid condition. We put a gel in his ear twice a day, and he's remained steady for several years because of that. And he's funny though. He'll pick a place, and he'll that's where he'll be if you can't find him. He'll be in that place for about a week. And then he finds a new one. So it's like every week we have to figure out, okay, where's this new spot? Where's this new spot? And today you saw where his new spot is. And he's disgusted with me because I'm in here running my mouth. So he's left. That cat adores my husband. Like, absolutely adores him. When we first got him, when he was, a kitten, because he was itty bitty when we got him. Probably 8 weeks old when we got him. He would sit on the floor and just stare adoringly at my husband. Like, I do not exist in this cat's world unless he wants something and my husband's not home. So anytime he comes and sits in my lap, especially if my husband's on the couch too, I'm like thrilled. It's like, whoa, he loves me for a moment. But this is life with cats. So, all right, I'll stop talking about my cat and do what I got on here to do, which is to read 365 Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. And it is February 26th. Our title is I Make Intelligent Use of Universal Laws. I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart. And that is from 1 Kings 3:12. The universe is impersonal. It gives alike to all. It has no respect of persons. It values each alike. The philosopher, the priest, the professor, the humanitarian, and the empire builder all have caught some gleam of the eternal God. The world of knowledge needs to be knit together and not pulled apart. The road to freedom lies not through mysteries, but through the intelligent use of natural forces and laws. We do not create laws and principles, but discover and make use of them. Our mind and spirit is our echo of the eternal thing itself, and the sooner we realize this fact, the sooner we will be made free and happy. Don't we all agree that the world is tired of mysteries, does not understand symbols, and longs for reality? I'm going to try that sentence again. Don't we all agree that the world is tired of mysteries, does not understand symbols, and longs for reality? We should take truth wherever we find it, making it our very own. Intellectual freedom and religious liberty are necessary to the unfolding spirit in man. Some days I'm not quite sure what I've read. All right then. Which is why I repeated that one sentence, because I was like, I don't know. All right. Okay. Now, I make intelligent use of universal laws. In that passage, you heard Ernest say, we don't discover the laws. Or we don't make up the laws. We discover them. It's like we didn't make up the law of gravity. We just simply named gravity. And so that's what Ernest is saying about the natural laws. So the truth is that we are constantly using the natural laws. We are constantly using the spiritual laws. We are constantly using our creative power. The question becomes, are we doing it consciously? Which is why the title is I Make Intelligent Use of the Universal Laws. Because that's what it's about. Ernest, through this book, we're starting over. So, Ernest in this book will hammer consciousness. The more conscious use you are making of your creative impulses, your creative power, the spiritual power that you have, the more effect you are going to have on your life, and the closer your reality will be to, I guess the reality with the little r will be to the reality with the big R. It really is about being awake, and I used the term pray without ceasing the other day for something, and I'm not sure what, but that's what it is. It's like your mind is creating your reality. Are you happy with what's around you? If not, you want to get to your underlying beliefs and look at how you're using that creative power. And we're not going to put it all on you. That's a spiritual bypass, because we understand that we are in relationship, and what others do does impact us, but we do have a responsibility for our own lives. Intelligent use of those laws. All right. So I make intelligent use of universal laws, and the Bible quote says, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, which kind of makes me think, all right, so we have a wise and understanding heart. Are we using it? And that really is, that is the balance that we're looking for. It is the balance between the head and the heart. The balance between knowledge and feeling. Because you cannot have one without the other, without getting yourself off track, out of balance. When I became a practitioner, and probably because I was a practitioner for 3 years before I went to ministerial school, and at one point I was like, why? I went to Reverend Jesse and I said, why am I here? Why am I a practitioner? And he said, because you had the balance of head and heart. That's what he saw. And that's why he kind of, and herded me into the path. Because he did. He just one day said, hey, are you going to come to this meeting? And then I went, sure, I'll come to the meeting. 2 years later, they handed me a practitioner license. And I'm like, what happened? I'd never considered being a practitioner. And here I am. So it is about the balance of head and heart. Never go somewhere without taking your head and your heart. Yes, follow your head, listen to your heart. Yes, follow your heart, but listen to your head. Okay? So, and that this first paragraph lays it out. The universe is impersonal. It gives alike to all. It is no respecter of persons. It values each alike. So not any one of us have more value or less value than anybody else for any reason, according to the universe. The universe, each and every one of us have the same access to that universal power that everybody else does. Now, material power, material resources, all of that, Yeah, we're working on that. We're working on that because that's not. But the universal creative impulse, we all have the same access to that. What we do with it, that's the question. And there are a whole bunch of us out there who are working to level the playing field for everybody else in the material. The philosopher, the priest, and the professor, the humanitarian and the empire builder, all have caught some gleam of the eternal God. The world of knowledge needs to be knit together and not pulled apart. It means, I think what that means is Ernest is saying, everybody should know this. We have no secrets. We have no secrets. We want everyone to know this. Science of Mind is like, yep, walk through our doors. We want to teach you. We don't necessarily, and this is one of the things, Ernest had to be talked into founding a religion, to organizing, because he didn't want to. What he wanted to teach you these principles and let you take them back into your own practice, into your own faith. And then people came and sat down and went, well, but we don't want to go back. Here we are. But that was his idea. It's like the world of knowledge needs to be knit together and not pulled apart, meaning we want everybody to know this. And we want everybody to apply this to what they're already doing. It's like, we don't want to take you away from what you're doing. What you're doing, if it's working for you, great. We just want to show you this little bit that might make it work that much better. The road to freedom lies not through mysteries, but through the intelligent use of natural forces and laws. He's a big believer. It's like, that's why we don't have these, initiations, and we don't have, walk through our door. Let us show you who we are and what we do. And then take it for what it's worth. We do not create laws and principles, but discover and make use of them. Our mind, our spirit is our echo of the eternal thing itself, and the sooner we realize this fact, the sooner we will be made free and happy. Our mind and our spirit is our echo of the eternal thing itself. And he uses I think there may be a book titled close to that. There's a book titled The Thing Itself. I don't know about the eternal. So eternal thing itself, they're all capitals. It's like, it's just one more way of saying God. It's one more way of saying spirit. Because for some people, the word God falls hard on their ears. So use whatever word you want. That's why today he said eternal thing itself. Meaning we're built of it. We're built of that same stuff. We are the echo of it. Which is why I like to call us the divine splinter. It's like, it's so much bigger than we are. And yet within us we encompass all of it. And it encompasses all of us. It's kind of mind-blowing if you start to think about it. Don't we all agree that the world is tired of mysteries, does not understand symbols, and longs for reality with the capital R? I don't know. I think we like a good mystery, but we like we like it with the little m. It's like we like to be surprised. But I think we're tired of having who and what we are hidden from us. It's time to peel back the layers and recognize who we are, which, according to Ernest, we're all children of God. We are echoes of the eternal thing itself. We should take the truth wherever we find it, which may be his argument for the golden thread. One of the things that Ernest is known for is that he read everything he could get his hands on. And he pulled the bits out of everything. He says, nobody has the whole picture, but everybody has a piece. Nobody has the whole truth, but everybody has a piece, which means everybody has value. But he started out saying that. It values each alike. So, we should take the truth wherever we find it, making it our very own. So, use what works for you. And if it doesn't work for you, leave it behind. Intellectual freedom and religious liberty are necessary for the unfolding spirit in man. Intellectual freedom, yes, we want to learn everything. Religious liberty, that can be an interesting, that's gotten really political. But I think what he means by that, by religious liberty, is that we are free to learn from each other. Whatever religion you come from, we want to learn from you. And we welcome you to learn from us. It's like we recognize that nobody has the whole picture. It's like we're all puzzle pieces in the box. And we all desperately want to see what the picture on the cover of the box looks like. But nobody has the whole picture. Everybody has pieces of it. We get together, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I have faith that we will figure it out. All right, beloveds. We're getting close to the end of the month of love. So it will be interesting to see how he wraps this month up. And then we'll get into March. So, as always, I don't know. Do we have a mission today? Well, the mission is the title. I make intelligent use of the universal laws. So the mission, should we choose to accept it, is to make intelligent use of the universal laws. What does that mean? It means do your work. It means do your spiritual practices. It means go to that still small place, that quiet place within yourself where you meet the unfiltered God. Go there, fill up with that creative power. And recognize that everybody has that. So feel free to learn from each other. And to be awake and aware that you have far more power over your life than you think you do. All right. And as always, do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself. That is another way to make intelligent use of the universal laws. To treat yourself like the child of God that you are. To treat yourself as if you have value because the universe believes that you do. It values us all alike. So we should act like it. Loving, kind, compassionate with ourselves and with each other. Because the more compassionate we are with ourselves, the more compassionate we can be with each other. That's one of the reasons why I say it every day. Every day. All right. I don't know. I just blinked out. All right. I'm going to move into the process of my day. I'm going to encourage you to do something to engage your mind and your body, as always. Depending on where you are, today might be a good day to open the windows and get some fresh air and get some fresh perspective. And if the sun does break out of the clouds here, get a little sunlight on your face. Just a little bit, 5-10 minutes. Trust me, early morning sun will make you feel a whole lot better. But not too much to get a sunburn. This face burns. So, yeah. And open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you you do live in heaven now. It is about making that intelligent use of those universal laws that will help us bring that heaven that we live in into fruition for everyone. All right. Please remember, you are a beloved child of God in whom God is well pleased, always and forever. That is our state of grace. I will try and be on time tomorrow at 9 a.m.-ish, but we are doing our quarterly food bank event which means I will broadcast from my car. So if I'm running a little late, I will get to it as soon as I can. Just bear with me. And as always, the video will be available because I set them so that they don't delete. And I am moving them gradually to a YouTube channel. I've gotten better about doing them daily now. So if you miss a daily reading and don't want to look for it on the Facebook page, you can always go to YouTube, and the channel is The Running Rev Ryan. I've got almost everything. I think I'm missing August and September, or maybe September and October. I think I'm missing September and October, but everything else is up to what I've done. So I will see, and then Reverend David will be on the Facebook page around 5 p.m. So look out for that. All right, beloveds, have a wonderful day.